We have in this InnoBuild project 3 building construction issues. Solutions of problems of dew point movement in the building construction with the passive house standard. And examples of carbon neutral building systems or constructions. And for the third, there is the case about fall injuries in elderly care. Examples of solutions, products, floors with hard surfaces and fall reducing characteristics. If we begin with the problems of dew point movement.
Can I just ask if you could explain what dew point movement is? It's a technical term that I'm not familiar with.
I come to that now.
Okay, well then I'll be patient, which obviously isn't my nature.
Okay. There is research in this field, and one of them that I know myself is Professor Thomas Olofsson of Dalarna University, or that we call it in back home. And the case, your question, normally, I knew that this question would come, so I took down. Yes, I took it in from the beginning. Normally, there is a higher wiper pressure inside, with the diffusion from inside and out. Diffusion barrier of some material can be used. Under some conditions, for passive house construction, the relationship can be opposite. The heat within the building envelope does not cause a higher vapor pressure inside the building. If when the vapor diffusion has opposite direction. How is this solved? That we will know. We ask for that. It's a highly technical, and it could be a very an area that's very important to solve. So we call for examples that show us how this is taken care of in different types of construction, based on woods, concrete, steel, or other constructions that we don't think of right now. In modern design, developed with passive house, I think it's called, house standards. We understand that this issue is concerned in the construction industry, and we look forward with anticipation to receiving solutions, because we will use them in our technical specifications when we develop new buildings. This is a very large research area.
Still a little bit on the technical side, actually. I was wondering, what effects does this problem actually give us?
Well, it's almost that one won't even speak of it, because if you said those words, it's you can get organic growth in the houses that you not want to have. There are organic creatures that don't belong in buildings. So I won't say that word. You understand what I mean?
Yes. Thanks.
Then we ask for examples of carbon neutral building systems constructions. And Elizabeth earlier spoke of the need of sustainability, I think it's called, InnoBuild want to be a partner in finding solutions to the European elderly care increased volume over the next few decades with building construction solutions that not increase the carbon footprint in the European perspective. As you all know, the EU has now decided to reduce carbon emissions with different percentages depending on the year and starting point of these estimations. And we also in the project has an approach that also supports the use of existing building technology in new areas. Also we take old technology and use it in new areas. It's also an idea in the project. Therefore InnoBuild makes a call for, I think we take next. Therefore make a call for carbon neutral building constructions in order to contribute to the European Carbon Challenge. And also call for existing carbon neutral buildings. And if it would come a question about what is carbon neutral in this context, I have taken that also within. You can ask that question now if you want to.
I'll just rely on you.
Yeah, good. It comes here now. In this context, it means that the life cycle approach for the construction is in focus. It covers all elements of the building construction, including demolition, cradle to cradle, and the final internal parts of the construction. And then we heard when we had the third and last issue, that with the floors with hard surfaces and fall reducing characteristics. The background is that the elder people in geriatric care suffer too often fall injuries. Elder people in the geriatric suffer too often fall injuries. This means pains, sometimes premature death of the individual. And for the society, also large cost for each fracture of every person's arms or legs. And it can be as large as 100,000 euro each. And every one of you can make some calculations what that means in the whole European community in each country. We are speaking of many 100 million euros all over Europe. And the insufficient flooring design is a frequent cause of this. There are requirements for matte surfaces, uniform color, visual guidance, and drivability of walkers. That's characteristics of products in this area. And we make a call for floor products to be used on floors, of course. For the products with the hard surface, with the drivability, combined with the fall reducing characteristics, which counteract or entirely eliminate the result of the above causes of damages. So it's something like two things that can't be done, but all the same, it's very important that we solve this problem. Thank you.